Once again, hello guys and welcome back to another of our courses about Excel and Introduction to Databases. So in today's class, we are going to answer to the questions that we need to be able to make our goal come true. So as I said at the beginning of this course, the main goal of our course was to extract the right data to be able to create the engine that we need. So until now, what we created, we have our right here, our database. The first thing we want to generate is the number of movies of each type. So let's say, for example, we have drama and we want to generate all the drama movies that we need. So how all this will work? So we simply will write down an if function. So if the first thing here equals to drama, we will simply return 1. In the other case, we will return 0. And here we'll write down drama. So as you can see, all the drama movies will appear there. So every time a movie is drama, well, we'll have a little 1 here. We will do the exact same thing for the other movie types. So action, comedy, thriller, and finally horror. So very simple. You can just copy the cell here, paste it up there, and simply change the name. So here, for example, it's gonna be action. The cell next to it will be a thriller. The next, so thriller was this one. Right here we had comedy. And the last one is horror. So simply pass it there. And we will write down horror. So very important that the words that you write here have no mistakes in them, because in the other case you will not be able to generate the right number. So you will not have ones or zeros. All right, so right now we have all our numbers here. So we have the number of movies for each type. Then what we do is very simple. We want the sum. So here, simply write down sum. And you select all the cells. And you can do this for all your movies. And you can put it in the case like this. Amazing. So right now what we did, we answered to our first question, which is the number of movies for each type. The next thing that we want to do is answer the second question, which is the number of countries of each type. So once again, in this case it's continent, not countries, but we name it country for the purpose of this exercise. All right, so we have 4 countries. The way it's gonna, what we'll do exactly, we'll do the exact same thing. Simply all right, perfect. So you can just copy paste this thing there to be able to have the format. And from now, you simply write down number of countries of each type. All right. So right now we have 4 countries, so we have one cell, that is in too much. So what we'll simply write down the exact countries. So we have America, well, 4 continents, Europe, Asia, and Africa. All right. Right now, what we'll do to find how many countries of each, we'll do the exact if function. So you simply write down if, and we select the first one. So if this value is equal to America, we want to return 1. We want to return 1. in the other case, return 0. Then we simply copy it. And we do the exact same thing for Europe. Then the exact same thing for Asia. And finally for Africa. All right. Then what we do, the next step, will simply be to make the sums. So you can just copy the formulas from here to there. You only have 4 cells, so you can just copy 4 of them. And we have the answers. And each time we refresh our database, we will have new answers. All right. So next step would be to answer the next question, which is the number of yeses versus the number of no's. So how will we do this? In this case, once again, it's going to be the exact same thing. So we'll use an if function to be able to answer to this question. So very, very simple. Simply select 2 cells once again. You can copy them and you pass them here. Once again, the formula here is not right, so simply delete it. And what we'll do now is answer our question if this is a yes. So what we'll write down, it's going to be once again an if function. So if this cell equals the value yes, simply return 1. And if not, simply return 0. All right. When it's all done, simply copy it, and you can paste your formula here, and instead of yes, writing down no. And you drag everything down there. Perfect. So right now we have answered to 3 of our 4 questions, which were the number of movies of each type, the number of countries of each type, and finally the number of yes versus the number of no's. We still have one answer to, well, we still have one question that we need to answer, which is the number of movies for each category. So how will we calculate the movies per category? So as you can see here, I started doing the exercise. It's very simple. We'll divide it in 4 categories. So from 2000 to 2005, from 2005 to 2010, 2006, sorry. Then it's gonna be from 2011 to 2015 to 2015. And finally, the last category will be from 2016 to 2020. Perfect. So we have all our categories. So what is the formula that we will use to be able to answer by yes or no? Well, to be able to answer by 1 or 0 in this database calculation. So very simple. We will need to use a if and function. So in this case, as you can see here, we have, for example, 2013, the year 2004. Well, for the first question, it's from 2000 to 2005. We will need to write down if this year here is bigger or equal to 2000, the year 2000. And, so very important, it's going to be if and your function. The second logical value will be this same year is smaller than 2006. So those are both of our conditions. So if it's equal or bigger than 2000, we'll return 1. Well, if it's bigger or equal to 2000 and it's smaller than 2006, so it's gonna be from 2000 to 2005, we'll return 1. In the other case, we return 0. So simply return 1. And if it's false, we return 0. So as you can see, it's the exact same formula here. And then when it's done, simply drag it all the way down. Amazing. So for the second one, it's going to be almost the same thing. So you simply copy the formula and you can paste it here. So the numbers will change a little bit since here it's, since in the first case right there, it's from 2000 to 2005. Here, the cell will be bigger or equal to 2006 and smaller than 2011. And you click on enter. The third cell here, you can do the exact same thing. You simply copy this one and you can paste it there. So in this cell, it's gonna be bigger or equal to 2011 and smaller than 2016. And on our last cell, it's gonna be bigger or equal to 2016 or smaller than 2021 because it's until 2020, so it has to be smaller than 2021. That's it. So when it's done, simply grab everything and you can drag it down there. From now, what we want to do is simply calculate the sums. So you can simply take one of those, copy it, and paste it there, and it's going to be automatically calculated. You can drag all your sums until here. And after that, you can draw your table. All right, that's amazing. So right now we have the answers to all of our questions. So the first one was the number of movies of each type. The second one, the number of countries of each type. After that, number of yes versus number of no's. And finally, the number of movies for each year category. So that's it for this course, guys. In our next class, we will create our engine and put everything in a dashboard to be able to evaluate it.